Caulking 101. So, from my experience, when I select caulking, I go for 100% silicone. So it's good quality. There's no sub-quality additives in there. Also, I go for a silicone that is made for strong adhesion, for adhesion purposes. That is also a neutral cure, so you can use it for electronic connections. And that's it. 3 things: 100% silicone, adhesion, and a non-cure. In this case, we have clear. Here we have a hatch. Now, when I apply the silicone, my intention is to seal the item at hand. So here we have a suspect joint, and so I'm going to seal it up real good. Now, when I do this, I apply it generously, and I aim, like I said, my aim is to get it to seal. So let's see. This may seem like common sense, but I know that it's not such good in my experience. So it's like, okay, and I'm not going to bother and wipe my finger on it unless I must, because when you wipe your finger, it gets all over the place, number one. Number two, it usually doesn't do what you're trying, and then it thins it out. I'd rather have a real fat, voluminous silicone bead, because you want strength behind it too, not just sealing. And silicone, good silicone, will set and cure, and the more you have of it, the stronger and the longer it's going to last. If it's real thin, it can peel and get knocked loose, whatever. And you also have more contact surface the bigger it is. And so I don't mind if it's, a little bit less, let's say, like a finished look. I can go for a less of a finished look, more of a kind of like almost like a welded, like an aluminum weld kind of bead looking. And that's because I know it's sealing better. And that to me gives me more confidence in my work. So here we go. I'll do another one along this side here. So here we go. So I'm going to build that bead up nice and thick. There we go. Nice. I'm not worrying about the way it looks. Forget about the way it looks. Think about how good of a bead it is. That's a good bead right there. I'm not going to hit it with, I'm not going to try to smooth it out with my finger. If anything, I'm going to apply more. Let's go. Rock and roll. Come on, baby. Be generous. Be liberal. Get that stuff on there. Hit. I'm doing this with my one hand on the camera too, so this is actually, I could do better than that, but doesn't matter. The end result is the same. That part right there looks a little bit horrible. So yeah, sometimes I do go in there and just kind of spot hunt. You can just do one of these things. So now by doing that, you get more surface area. You just spread it so it reaches the top of the lip. That's okay. You're not doing that to make it look better. You're doing that because if it reaches the top of the lip, now you have more surface area. So that's the idea. The bottom, I could swipe it, but I'm not. I know it could look, perhaps it can look better. I know there's a technique where you lick your finger, or you dip your finger in soapy water and then run it along the bead, and that flattens it out. But no time for that. We got to seal these hatches. We got to get things done, and that to me brings gratification and a sense of accomplishment, and that's what we're moving forward. Cheers.